So, after learning what is happiness, it is very important that we learn what is prosperity and how can I or you say that we are prosperous. So, the feeling of having or making available more than required physical facilities is prosperity. Almost all of us feel that wealth alone means prosperity and try to explain this phenomenon on this non existent or half fact. So, when I say, you know, physical facilities makes me prosperous. Yes, they do. I need to have the TV, I need to have that house, I need to have that furniture. But to what extent is the question? Do I need a furniture when I'm just one guy staying in a home where I have a sofa set in every room? Does that make me prosperous? Does that make me prosperous if I have a TV in every room, even though I'm just alone? So the question comes is, am I overindulging? Am I showing off my wealth? I'm rich, that's why I can afford it, that's why I'm prosperous. So this is something which you need to really ponder about. So when I said the feeling of having or making available more than required physical facilities is prosperity. So we try to achieve happiness and prosperity by maximizing accumulation and consumption of physical activities. When I say physical activities, it basically means facilities. It is becoming anti ecological and anti people. It threatens the human survival itself. So, for prosperity to exist, there are two things which are required. One, identification of the required quantity of physical facilities. When I say identification, what all do I need? Do I really need? If I really need, do I use it? If I don't use it, then why do I buy it? So, these are certain questions which you need to ask. Second, ensuring availability, production of more than required physical facilities. Are those things which I really need available? Or do I go to great length, great, I chase those particular physical facilities or anything to such an extent that I want it, I need it? Is that required? So we can be prosperous only if there is a limit to the need for physical facilities. There should be a limit, guys. It shouldn't be unlimited. If there is no limit whatsoever, be the availability of the feeling of prosperity, then it cannot be assured. Secondly, just assessing the need is not enough. We need to be able to produce or make available more than the perceived need. So, this is what you mean by prosperity. So, when I say prosperity, it is a feeling which is more than the required facilities. Wealth is a physical thing. Let's accept it. Wealth is a physical thing. It means having money, it means having a lot of physical facilities. They are very important for us. But we mostly fail in making this distinction today, nowadays. We keep working for wealth without realizing the basic desire of what the feeling of prosperity means. We need to understand how much is enough. The feeling of having enough is something which we need to understand. We are trying to achieve happiness and prosperity by maximizing accumulation and consumption of all the physical facilities which are available. So as I said, these becomes anti ecologically and anti people. So in India, in most of the developing countries, you see the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and there are different kinds of social classes: high, middle, low. The middle class always gets to be middle class. We are always chasing money, we are always chasing wealth. But how many of us are chasing excellence? How many of us are chasing true meaning of prosperity? So, in my classes, I'm sure many of you would have heard me asking this question to you: is being happy important with whatever you have, or being sad with everything you have? When I say that, I mean you have the entire world at your feet, but you're not happy and you can't have 1 hour of good sleep. Is it worth it? So, prosperity is something which you should look for in the right way, not through the eyes of wealth.